Good afternoon. We are starting in a few minutes. May we request all the guests to be seated. Thank you. A pleasant afternoon. I am Miss Casey.
And I am Pak Timothy.
And we will be your masters of ceremonies. Before we start the ceremony, we solicit your cooperation in doing the following. We request everyone to set their mobile phones in silent mode and refrain from taking pictures and videos during the graduation rites in order to preserve the solemnity of the occasion. Only the official photographer is allowed to take pictures and videos during the entire ceremony.
Kami mohon untuk hadirin sekalian agar mengganti mode gawai Anda ke mode diam dan diharapkan untuk tidak mengambil gambar maupun video selama proses wisuda demi menjaga kekhidmatan prosesi. Hanya fotografer ofisial yang diizinkan untuk mengambil gambar dan video sepanjang proses upacara.
Parents and guests are requested not to approach the graduates in their seats while the program is going on.
Orang tua dan tamu dimohon untuk tidak mendekati wisudawan dan wisudawati di tempat mereka duduk selama program berlangsung.
All are requested to stay in their seats until the program is over.
Kami mohon bagi hadirin untuk tetap di area duduk masing-masing hingga program berakhir. Terima kasih dan thank you.
Parents and guests, let us welcome the high school graduating class of Mentari Intercultural School, Jakarta, the class of 2022. Class of 12A, led by their homeroom teacher, Miss Abigail Faye Rata.
Class of 12B, led by their homeroom teacher, Mr. Carlo Ebrada.
Class of 12C, led by their homeroom teacher, Miss Leanne Grace Orlina Gomez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the members of the Yayasan Perkembangan Anak Indonesia, Ibu Afi Syamara, Chairman, and Ibu Clarissa Subagio, Member of the Board and Executive Director of Mentari Intercultural School, Jakarta.
Ibu Elena Racho, former Director of MISJ, and Bapa Albert Racho, former Director of MISB.
The keynote speaker, Bapak Emmanuel Lamunier, founder of Yayasan Immanuel, and Miss Win Yang Ri, alumni of class 2017.
The administrators, Bapa Alucius Sonki Widya Ananta, Indonesian Principal, and Bapa Greg Zulkowski, Academic Director.
Ibu Nidi Kanija, and Ibu Juvenda Minursito Hayuning Tias, Grade School Principals. Bapak Dwi Nur Cahyo and Ibu Joanna Via Teodoro, High School Vice Principals.
Bapa Matthew Roberge, Head of Student Affairs and Middle Years Program Coordinator, and Ibu Maria Rilin Tiburcio Co, Diploma Program Coordinator. An afternoon of bliss. On behalf of Yayasan Perkembangan Anak Indonesia, we welcome you all to the 6th commencement exercises of the high school department. Everyone, please rise for the ecumenical prayer.
Let us remember that we are in the presence of God. Gracious God, We praise and thank you for the gifts of life, well-being, and education. We thank you for the completion of this school year, despite the endless challenges. We are beyond grateful for this opportunity to celebrate this milestone today, our commencement exercises face-to-face. We are immensely thankful and blessed for the school's continuous support through the toughest times, especially during the onset of home-based learning, and by continuously nurturing us to the fullest. For our ever-dedicated teachers who have endured with us through the whole pandemic and showed unwavering commitment by consistently offering help even after school and answering questions that were vital to us. For our families who have supported our journey through and through and have witnessed us grow and mature into becoming our own persons. For our friends and fellow batchmates with whom we shared laughter and hardships, joys and sorrows, and future goals and hopes. Through all these relationships, ever-loving God, you have carried us through. We may not know what our future holds, but we trust and surrender to you, who knows our future. May we continue to honor you by remaining in your steadfast love, by becoming our best selves as we move forward to the next chapter of our lives, by offering all our endeavors and successes, and by serving you by being men and women for others. And may this special occasion be a mirror of the overflowing blessings bestowed upon us through this unprecedented time. Where am I? All these we offer to you, our source of strength and deep consolation, our greatest unifier. All these we ask in your name. Amen.
Please remain standing for the singing of Indonesian national anthem. Kindly be seated. To give us the welcome remarks, let us call MISJ's Academic Director, Bapa Greg Zolkowski.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, parents. Welcome, students. Welcome, guests. We are so happy to see you and so happy to be gathered here under this roof, under this tent, together. I want to begin by first recognizing our VIP guests in the front that all of you know. To begin with, Ibu Afi, who is our chairman of the Yayasan. Ibu Afi, thank you. We also have Ibu Clarissa Sabagio, our executive director. Ibu Clarissa. Over on the left, we have Ibu Elena, former director. And also her husband, Albert Racho, former director over at MISB. We also have, to the left and the right, we have members of our administration from the SMA, SMP, and SDE. So welcome, everybody. You know, back in January, we began thinking about graduation. What could it look like? Do you remember January? Do you remember what January looked like and felt like? It was a whole different landscape back in January. We tried to open school twice, and it lasted about 3 days, and then we had to close. And we tried it again the week after, and we had to close. Those were some really tough times, particularly. And we were, as time passed, we were trying to envision what graduation could look like. We knew what it looked like last year, but could we do something better? And as time moved on, things began to change, things began to improve, and we felt, let's do something special. Let's do something that we can remember and that we can attend face to face. And I want to say many thanks to you as parents who supported the idea and have helped support this beautiful gathering that we have here today in honor of this very special batch of 12th graders. And special indeed. This grade 12 class has been, for their high school grades 11 and 12, mostly behind Zoom, right? Mostly behind Zoom. Not easy years to do so. And by the mere fact that you are all sitting here today and you have been on campus the last 2 weeks practicing with lots of smiles and energy, which has been great to see, is a real testament to where you are at today and what you've accomplished. No small feat. This class, grade 12, when the years go on and you're older, have families of your own, and you have your own kids, they will be reading about these last 2 years in the history books. Just as us older folks used to read about the 1918 Spanish flu. We weren't quite sure what it was, but we heard about it. Well, you will have your own kids someday, likely, and they'll be reading about this time. And you'll be able to talk about and share what it was like. And so I think this class in particular is historical. You will be in the history books about the time that you were here at Mentati in grades 11 and 12, and mostly online. So I think, and I remember also with parents, it's been some people have characterized the year as often a roller coaster, and I think a lot of you would agree. Roller coaster is a pretty good way to describe this year in particular. Parents, you've been supportive. If you remember, we had many coffee mornings, 2 or 3, as we were trying to figure out what would happen with the DP exams. We all remember that well. And then things worked out in everybody's favor. So we are here, and you, grade 12 students, have arrived on a very long serpentine journey to get here, but you have done it with amazing strength and amazing fortitude. And even if you don't realize it now, you have learned some things that are going to stick with you for the rest of your life. You have learned some life skills and some attitudes that are going to do you well. And you may not realize it now, but as time goes on and in retrospect, I think you're going to begin to realize some of the things that this era, if we can call it that, has left you. And one of the things I see in the faces of grade 12 on campus the last 2 weeks is excitement and laughter and happiness to be together and an appreciation for each other. So you're a real special group. And I want to begin today's ceremony by recognizing that and again thanking parents. Parents, your job has not been easy. You have been supportive and enduring, and I know behind the scenes supporting your students, your children along the way through the struggles, and that is no small feat. But I'm so happy we're here today. I'm so happy we were able to pull this off with a very special ceremony where we can all meet together under this place. So thank you.
Thank you, Pa Greg, for such a beautiful opening remarks. Mentari Intercultural School Jakarta has cultivated its own beautiful memories, and we are all part of those beautiful moments. To rekindle the old but good memories of MISJ Batch 2022, let us call the batch historians Edward Elkimo and Kalina Swichin Budiwarman.
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, school administrators, and friends. Welcome to the graduation of MISJ's class of 2022. Fellow graduates, we are all gathered here today to celebrate our successes and achievements throughout the past 12 years of our lives. So let's give ourselves a big round of applause. Can you believe it? It was 12 years ago when some of us first entered the halls of MISJ's SDEP building, hand in hand with our parents, trying to find our respective homeroom classes. First greeted by Connie, Miss Deepa, or Miss Sherry, we then proceeded to find our seats where we probably met our first few handful of Mentari friends, which marked the start of our wonderful journey here at MISJ. After the unfelt 2 years of playing freeze tags, cops and robbers, and adu benteng, we were finally given our first hint of independence through our overnight trip to Jambuluok, where we first learned the meaning of roommates and how it felt to live outside of our homes.
Not long after, 5th grade came and we became the seniors of the SD building. We finally felt like the kings and queens of the world at the time. To give you a good perspective, we were able to finally play football during the whole recess and lunch period. Well, it was all fun and games until we were all sweaty during math class.
And you did not use your grooming kits.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But to be honest, this continued up until 12th grade, but thankfully back then we didn't need as much deodorant. And I'd like to apologize on behalf of the boys for constantly polluting the class every single day after break time. And so after a year of seniority and being reprimanded over and over again by our teachers to set good examples for the younger batches, we were then again the youngest at the SMP building as the 6th graders. It felt like a whole new different ballgame. It's as if we were back at the start, but this time we're finding new school traditions such as the Homeroom Challenge, which is now known as the ATL Week, having to do community and service for the first time, as well as completing our interdisciplinary unit project for the first time. It was a huge leap from 5th to 6th grade, and there were so many changes that we faced. Oh, and guess what was the biggest change of all? The fact that we had to use pens instead of pencils. Can you imagine how sad our erasers were at the time? Not realizing the days that have passed, 7th grade finally came. Quickly, we were finally middle school students, and it was as if the year of firsts. First time seeing new faces in a long time.
First prom,
First soiree.
first love triangles. And who knew that after a great deal of crying in CSW Bali, wait, who cried in Bali?
I wonder who.
That there was even more drama in grade 8's Lombok trip.
Gosh, I know, right? Puberty must be tough, must be tough. Then came 9th grade.
So, what happened in 9th grade, Romeo?
Well, thanks a lot, nurse. Anyways, going back, for some of us, we experienced a lot of lasts in 9th grade. The last Ragam Budaya,
Last homeroom challenge.
as well as the last time we'd see some faces.
10th grade then came in 2020 BC.
Before COVID.
And while some of our friends went on a cruise in Vietnam, we, on the other hand, went on the superior trip to, drumroll please,
Taman Mini. And a lot of us already paid for the 25 mil fee to go to Vietnam, but then we had to cancel last minute in order to, because of COVID-19. However, on the flip side, we still got the CSW Vietnam hoodie. Well, I don't know about you guys, but it's probably the most expensive hoodie I'll ever have.
Okay, so right after the trips, we went on with what initially was supposed to be an exciting, restful 2-week break. Turns out, it became 2 years of online school. And so, after 2 years of Zoom meetings, sleepless nights, FaceTimes, mental breakdowns, and sleeping in bed during class, right, Kimo?
Hey, I wasn't the only one.
We, as the first and hopefully the last batch to fully complete IB Online, have managed to finally finish what we thought was a never-ending load of projects and deadlines. And for that, we cannot forget about one of the most significant reasons as to why we have made it this far. From all the parents sitting all the way at the back of the field, to the teachers and admins sitting in front of the stage, and of course our peers who are sitting somewhere around us. You are the reason why we are here today.
And on behalf of all graduates, I'd like to thank you all for every part that you have played in helping us achieve this success. Throughout all this, our batch has made unforgettable memories that will be carried on within our hearts into our future endeavors. And after all the countless hellos and goodbyes that I've had to make over the years, today will mark one of the hardest ones. And being here all together for the first time in what feels like forever, and what may be the last, I would like to acknowledge and thank you all for always sticking together through thick and thin, and being a family to me. And I'd like to give a quick shout out to my friend group, Prokloy.
And Kimo, are you with me when I say that we are such an unforgettable batch? For we have proven that no matter how difficult, challenging, or demanding school may be, plus a global disruption due to COVID-19, that we will get through all obstacles and succeed.
That is so true. And so for the class of 2022, once again, congratulations. We all made it, and it's been a huge honor and privilege to be able to spend the last 12 years of our lives with you all. From the bottom of our hearts, we wish you all the very, very, very best in life. And as famous street poet and philosopher Drake once said, tables turn, bridges burn, you live and learn. So don't forget to fly high, be phenomenal, or be forgotten. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kimo.
And I'm Kalina. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kimo and Galina. Mantari Intercultural School Jakarta is known to produce students who are globally competitive and equipped with other domains of intelligence that make them excel in their endeavors. The Department Award is given to a student who obtained the highest total aggregate score on the following parameters: attendance, homework, appearance in uniform, polite language, respectful of others, cooperation, compassion, leadership, respect for the environment, and social skills. May we request the parents to accompany the graduate at the stage to receive the award. And to confer the award is Ibu Elena Racho, former director of MISJ. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the department awardees. John Vincent Patrick Estes. Once again, may we request the parents to accompany the students at the stage. Once again, congratulations. And now may we call Naila Fazria Zaki. Ladies and gentlemen, our department awardees. The Leadership Award is given to the student who demonstrate outstanding vision, dedication, and commitment to excellence in the service of, but not limited to, the Mentari community. May we request the parents to accompany the graduate at the stage to receive the award. And to confer the award is Bapak Greg Zolkowski, MISJ's Academic Director. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the Leadership Excellence Awardee, Josa Winaila. Once again, may we request the parents to accompany the students. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our Leadership Excellence Awardee.
The Outstanding Academic Distinction Award is given to the students with a final average of 6 and above and a minimum score of 3 in all but one semester of one subject across both years of the program. This award is given regardless of the following: full diploma program only, combined full DP and DIGNA subjects, combined course and DIGNA subjects, or national program only. May we request the parents to accompany the graduate at the stage to receive the award. And to confer the award are Ibu Juana Villa Teodoro and Bapa Dwin Orchayo, MISJ's High School Vice Principal. The Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardees are Joseph Kristen Kennedy, Adeline Clarissa Solarman, Nicholas Helushka, Giancarlo Evan Lim. Nara Mazaya Miyantari. Amanda Elizabeth Poteray. Dylan Wijaya. Joshua Winaila. Naila Fazria Zaki. Naira Nazifa Jaya Nigara. Edward Elkimo Lavica. Lana Marjorie Tania. Talitha Sabrina Darmawan. And last but not the least, Tiara Nur Halima Priyotomo. Ladies and gentlemen, our outstanding academic distinction awardees. The Director's Award is given to a student who has garnered excellent cumulative marks and with no failing grade in any subjects from grades 11 and 12. The Director's Award focuses mainly on academic achievement, but moral character also plays a role. May we request the parents to accompany the graduate at the stage to receive the award. And to confer the award is Ibu Clarissa Subagio, School Director. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the Director's Awardee, Tiara Nur Halima Priyotomo. Ladies and gentlemen, our Director's Awardee. The Grand Mentari Award distinguishes the awardee as one who embodies the spirit and values of Mentari School. The Grand Mentari Award is also drawn from the OAD awardees, but focuses mainly on non-academic traits and achievements, a recognition of a holistic quality. May we request the parents to accompany the graduate at the stage to receive the award. And to confer the award is Ibu Afi Shamara, Yayasan Chairman of the Board. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Mentari Awardee, Naila Fazria Zaki. Ladies and gentlemen, our Grand Mentari Awardee.
Congratulations pa.
Graduation ceremonies will not be completed without someone sharing words of wisdom and inspiration. Let us call Jausha Winaila, the leadership awardee, to introduce the keynote speaker for today.
Okay. Good afternoon, students, teachers, parents, and staff. My name is Joshua Winaila from 12B, batch of 2022. It is my honor to introduce you to our keynote speaker for our 6th commencement exercise today. Our keynote speaker is the founder of Yayasan Emmanuel, and he has over 25 years of experience working with non-profit charities focusing on various issues in Indonesia, such as education, health, and children, among others. Since December 2000, he has focused on developing various programs within Yayasan Emmanuel to aid children throughout DKI Jakarta, West Java, and Central Java provinces. To date, the foundation has successfully helped over 2 million children and families. As you can all tell, our keynote speaker is an honorable agent of good, and therefore an inspiration to us all. Our keynote speaker is also a graduate at Barge College, New York, where he obtained a full scholarship to complete 2 degrees in anthropology and biology. Wow. Where also he completed with honors in just 3 years. Isn't that amazing? Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Emmanuel Lamoiniere.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, Ibu Afi, Chairman of the Yayasan. Good afternoon, Ibu Clarissa Subagio, Executive Director. Good afternoon, Ibu Elena and Albert, former Director. Good afternoon, all the administrators, teachers at Mentari, and a big hello to all the parents here this afternoon, and especially the graduating class. This is a special day. This is your graduation day, and I'm honored to be here with you this afternoon. First of all, before I begin with my speech, I would like to congratulate you. You did it. You made it. 12 years. From grade 1 to grade 12, and here you are today to celebrate your graduation. Maybe one thing you don't know or probably do not remember is that I've already shared a little bit of your journey through education, because it was me who was here when you were grade 6 students. I don't know if any of you remember this, probably not. And I had the honor of making the speech for your grade 6 moving on ceremony. Blank stares, blank looks, that's okay. So I was here when you graduated from elementary school, when you were still
yay big, imut, mungil. And here you are. I see all of you very tall, very big, very handsome and beautiful for your graduation day. I know that Ibu Elena, Greg, and the Mentari School did not intentionally do this when they invited me to come speak here today. But such things can happen in life. And I believe personally, when these things happen in life, when the threads of life interweave and meet unintentionally, I believe there's something important here, and I do not believe in coincidence. So I thought to myself, if I saw you in grade 6 years ago, and I see you again here today, what can I say on this special occasion? What can I say that might help you, might bless you, might guide you going forward? I know my time here on the podium is limited. I have about 7 to 8 minutes. So I distilled to 2 main points. And I would like to share these points with you this afternoon. Now, I don't know if all of you know this, it wasn't really mentioned, but today's event, graduation, the theme was Sunrise Marks the New Day. And it may sound cliche, but I'm a core believer that difficulties can raise each of us up. The people I admire the most, the people who I see have the greatest impact in this world, are those who have gone through a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties in their lives. When I saw you in grade 6 and I see you now, and as was mentioned several times from the beginning by Greg and then by the various students and the MC, you went through a very difficult high school. 2 years, maybe 2 years plus, have been extra challenging because of something unexpected. Who would have thought 6 years ago that all of you would have had to face COVID-19? You had to face full online learning, which is not easy at any time, but especially hard when you're finishing your school. Then shift to hybrid learning. You weren't able to meet your teachers physically, directly, your classmates. You were isolated. It was very mentally and emotionally challenging, but you made it. Some people have called this generation the COVID generation. And with this label, there's a negative connotation that because you're the COVID generation, you lost out. Rugi karena COVID. I don't like that label. I don't believe it at all. On the contrary, I see the opposite. I see you, this generation, as a generation that was able to go through tough and difficult years of COVID. And because of these challenges, you are now stronger. You are more resilient. I believe you're wiser. I believe you're better people because of it. I believe your eyes, your minds, and your hearts are more open as a graduating class. And this, to me, is unique. Tidak biasa-biasa saja. So for me, you're a very special graduating class, and I'm not just saying that because you're my special grade 6 class, but I believe because truly, through COVID-19 and many other challenges that you've faced, that you have come through and become better people through that. So what is it about hardships, especially COVID, that has helped all of us, and hopefully you, grow and develop as humans? I believe COVID has forced all of us, whether in the workforce, your parents, friends, students, to rethink and reevaluate what? Rethink and reevaluate life. And this is very valuable. When something pushes you to rethink, reevaluate, reflect on life, I think it is a very valuable moment. For example, this is not nice to discuss, but COVID forced all of us to face death and loss. These are things that you normally do not face early on in life, but you have faced this. And because of this, I believe you have become wiser. Why wiser? when we are faced with something like death or loss, all that is not important, all that is secondary, all that is in Indonesian we might say fana, gets pushed away. And what is important remains, which is what? Your family, your parents, your siblings, your friends, your teachers, and not just people, but maybe the moments that you would like to be together. In addition, COVID also taught us about loss. It's sad but true, we do not realize how much we've lost something until it is lost. So we take things for granted. No water, then you appreciate when you have water in the faucet. No electricity, that's when you appreciate when you have electricity every day. This is one for all of you. No internet, akhir zaman, right? Can't go online, can't play your games. Oh no. COVID has forced us to, we lost a lot. We weren't able to meet with friends, go to school, go to classes. And I think we gained appreciation for that, and we're grateful, like some of the students mentioned earlier on today, grateful to be together, grateful to see each other again, even though briefly. And I believe those bonds, those relationships between all of you are stronger because of it. And even though now you're graduating and a lot of you are leaving to other countries, I believe your friendship and your relationships will stay strong. For me personally, something strange about COVID was technology. All of you are Zoom masters, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, you name it, right? Technology has always been seen as the golden ideal, the solve all of everything. With technology, end of world hunger, better future, all is good. And although I love technology, and I believe technology is a valuable and important tool, I think COVID-19 has shown us that that technology does not solve all of life's problems. On the contrary, every day on our screens, what do we miss most? The people whom we love, the interactions with those people. And I think technology can never replace that. And I think it's very important that you, as the next generation, remember that. As we go more into AI, machine learning, deep learning, all those high-tech concepts, I think it's very important to remember one thing. You are human. We are all humans. We were not made that way. We need relationships. We need to love each other. And COVID helped us realize that. So once again, if someone says, oh, you're the COVID-19 generation, you lost out, you missed out on 2 years in school, yeah, in some ways, that's true. But in other ways, I believe you gained much more and you're much stronger because of these challenges. Once again, you gained in maturity, you gained in empathy, in wisdom, and understanding about life. Lessons that a lot of people learn when they're 40, 50, maybe even 60, you learn now when you're below 20. I think it's very valuable. And finally, remember, after the night, the sun will always rise and bring about a new day. Okay, so although it was a dark moment, a tough moment, you are now better and stronger for it. Now for my second point and my final point. I would like to share something a little more personal with you, if that's okay. Once again, you're my grade 6 buddies, right? So it's okay. Here's a simple sentence that I would like you to remember. Our time here is limited. Our time here is limited. It's hard to visualize this when you're 17 and 18, but it's true nevertheless, whether you're 2 years old or whether you're 80. Your time here is limited. This personally has shaped my entire life. And I'll explain to you in a few seconds how and why. Now, you're probably not aware of this. The kind lady that introduced me earlier on, but I have a very similar background to you. I am from mixed parentage, so my father is French, my mother is Javanese. I went to a school like Mentari. I did my IB full diploma. I did my service, I did my CAS. Back then we had to log hours. I don't know if you still have to log hours. I did TOK. You guys did TOK? Did you like it? No, I hated my TOK. I really did. Some people love it. When you get a good teacher for TOK, it's awesome. I did not. I hated TOK. Extended essay? Yay? Yay. Hires, standards, back then they were called subsid. So I went through this, I experienced this, and I know it was not easy, especially with the pandemic. I did the mocks. I know you did too. But once again, something that was challenging like the IB actually really prepared me for later in university, and I believe it's the same for all of you here today. Because of CAS, because of the service part of CAS, at the age of 15, I started teaching English at an orphanage. And because of CAS, that's why I tell parents always, I'm like bad IB marketing. Hati-hati ya kalau anaknya nanti mulai pelayanan 15 tahun. It might be a lifelong thing. My parents were not happy that I decided to devote my life to social service. I started at 15. I taught English for 2 years during the IB. And then, as was mentioned earlier on, I wanted to go to university in the US. My parents did not have the means to pay for a full US scholarship. Even back then, it was exorbitant. Now, I think it's ridiculous, but that's how it is, right? So I had to look for a scholarship, and thank God I did get a scholarship. I got a scholarship for science. Full 4 years paid, parents are happy, they had to just pay for the plane ticket. 4 years free, guaranteed. But while in university, I fell in love with anthropology. And so I wanted to double major in them. I could not let go of science because of the scholarship. I double majored, I finished early, I finished in 3 years. And I finished with honors. But the whole time I was doing things to help the kids here in Indonesia. So, at the ripe old age of 20, I came back, I still had hair, and I started a yayasan. I started a foundation, I started an orphanage home. I don't know if you guys, most of you are 17, 18, right? Can you guys imagine starting up a yayasan and an orphanage home for like 30 street kids at 20? It's challenging. It's challenging. Basically, the kids you're helping are nearly your age, right? But that's what I did. That's what I started. And my parents were not happy because I had a scholarship for a master's and doctorate in the US, because my thesis was going to be published. All of that batal for the kids in Indonesia. So my father wanted me to go back to the US. My mother went further. She was praying that things would just shut down here and I'd go back to the US. I used all my savings. I did genetic research in the US, and all my savings from that, I put it into the foundation, I put it for the kids. So I had nothing left. The beginning was tough. We had nothing. To get water to drink, we had to go to the warung to get boiled water. We didn't even have cups. It was the first time for me to get kutu. It was the first time for me to get panu. Right? This was totally different. And when I came home from fundraising for the kids would have broken a bottle and would be fighting each other. And this was my life at 20. And no support from the parents because the parents wanted me back in the US. I was alone. I started small. It was difficult. But I was able to do this and go through this because of all the challenges I had faced before from my childhood onwards. Likewise, your challenges today from the IB, from COVID, all that will help you. I think in Indonesian you say bekal. It will help you going forward. My goal when I started at 20 was to help one child. 22 years later, as mentioned earlier on, we have now helped 2.7 million children in Indonesia. I'm still serving I'm still trying to help people. It's a small drop in the bucket in Indonesia. There's 240 million people here. But I believe that if we all do our part, we can make Indonesia and the world a better place. I am a big believer in starting small, doing your best, giving your best. And you will see that small seed that you plant, that small seed, one day grow into a large and beautiful tree. Now, I know many of you are going overseas, some not, and that's great. But whether you go abroad or not, most of you, I believe, will return to Indonesia. I beg you, when you come back, please don't forget. Don't forget who? Don't forget everybody outside of this tent. In Indonesia, you don't have to go far before you see poverty, before you see handicapped children, before you see people begging on the streets for a plate of food, people who cannot have clean water. You don't have to go far. You don't have to go to Papua. In Jakarta, there's plenty. So when you come back, please don't forget. Come back to do something. Make a difference for this country and this world. Whether it's the environment, whether it's people, do something. Why? How many lives do you have? Thank you. I was afraid somebody was going to do this. Kucing. No, you have one. I have one. And not only do we have one life, but our life is limited. The time we have here is limited. Nobody knows how old we're going to live, right? Somebody know when they're going to die? No, right? Nobody can predict that. Sorry. But during that limited time, make the most of it. Not for yourself. That's easy. Everybody does that. Itu biasa saja. But for others. I know, I trust you. I know that after you finish your studies, when you come back, you, this generation, this batch, will make a difference in Indonesia and in the world. As Greg said, remember, you're a historic and special group. Your children will be learning about this pandemic. You went through it successfully. Now, as you begin anew, as you start this new phase in your life, I wish all of you the very best. And I wish that all of you will devote your lives to make this world and this country a better place. Thank you all very much.
Thank you for that very inspiring message to our graduates, Bapa Emmanuel. Before you leave the stage, please receive our simple token of appreciation. Once again, thank you so much, Pa Emmanuel. Bapa Greg Solkowski, Academic Director, will now present the candidates for graduation to the school's Executive Director, Ibu Clarissa Subagio, who will accept and in turn confer them.
Ibu Clarissa Subagio, I have the honor and the privilege to present to you the high school graduating class of Mentari Intercultural School, Jakarta. These candidates, whom upon the recommendation of the faculty have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Indonesian Ministry of Education for the school year 2021-2022. They are composed of 38 boys, 29 girls. I would like to request for the conferment of their graduation. Thank you very much.
By virtue of the power vested upon me by the Indonesian Ministry of Education, I, Clarissa B. Subagio, Executive Director of Mentari Intercultural School, Jakarta, accept the presentation of 38 boys and 29 girls for graduation from senior high school. As I confer upon them their certificates of completion, I declare them graduates. Congratulations.
Graduates, you may now take your seats. We will now award the Certificate of Completion to our graduates. Along with this, we will also award the Subject Excellence and Loyalty awardees. The Subject Excellence Award is given to the student who had the highest aggregate score in a subject across the two-year program. The Loyalty Award is the school's way of showing gratitude to the graduating student and his or her parents who remain loyal to Mentari School from preschool and/or primary school until the present. We now call the homeroom teachers to read the names of the graduates for the awarding of the certificates of completion. May we also request our academic director, Bapa Greg Solkowski, to hand the certificates. Bapa Sonki Vidya Ananta, our high school principal, to turn the tassel. And to confer the Loyalty Award is Ibu Clarissa Subagio, MISJ Executive Director.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my pride and honor to present to you the graduates of Class 12A. Adeline Clarissa Solarman, Loyalty Awardee, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee, Subject Excellence Awardee in Biology Standard Level, and Agama Christian. Anya Dewi Medina, Aliyah Budilarasati, Amaresh Azara Norchayo, Loyalty Awardee. Brigida Aisha Tisnadisastra. Brittany Adeline Budiman, Loyalty Awardee. Dimas Akhtar Santoso, Subject Excellence Awardee, PKN and Geography. Dylan Philbert Thomas, Loyalty Awardee. Elmar Romero Sumadi, Loyalty Awardee. Farrell Ezra Baswara Wihandoyo. Jamie Stewart Basin, Loyalty Awardee. Joseph Kristen Kennedy, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee, Subject Excellence Awardee in Language and Literature English Standard Level, Language Acquisition Bahasa Indonesia Standard Level, and Indonesian Studies. Karina Maharani. Nevan Jatmiko. Prima Putra Chayono. Rania Laxmi Hutami. Shanluk Jatniko. Loyalty Awardee. Sophie Raisa Hilmi. Talitha Sabrina Darmawan, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee. Subject Excellence Awardee in EPS for IPA, Kimia, Fisika, Biology, Matematika IPA, and Research. And Tiara Noor Halima Priyatomo, Director's Awardee, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee, Subject Excellence Awardee in IPA for EPS, Economy, Geography, Sociology, Matematika EPS, and Semi-Budaya. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of Class 12A. Congratulations!
It is my pride and honor to present to you the graduates of 12B. Afifuf Rahman Muhammad Alpha. Aidan Yazid Raza Pramudia, Loyalty Awardee. Aisha Inda Sari. Congrats. Amanda Elizabeth Puteray, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee. Subject Excellence in Language and Literature, English Higher Level, Theory of Knowledge, and Economy. Andy Azga Ridwan. Axel Ilham Gunardi, Subject Excellence in Entrepreneurship. Cheryl Kalista Yusuf, Loyalty Awardee. Tilan Wijaya, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee. Subject Excellence in Chemistry Standard Level. Mathematics Applications and Interpretations Higher Level. Giancarlo Evan Lim, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee, Loyalty Awardee, and Subject Excellence in Biology Higher Level. Gregory Timothy Ibrahim, Loyalty Awardee. Joshua Winaila, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee, Leadership Awardee, Subject Excellence in Business Management Standard Level, Psychology Higher Level, and Creativity, Activity, and Service. Marco Rafael Otario, Loyalty Awardee. Nofal Gani. Nora Mazaya Miantari, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee, Subject Excellence in Language and Literature Bahasa Indonesia Standard Level, Psychology Standard Level, and Physica. Naila Fazria Zaki, Grand Mentally Awardee, Best in Deportment Awardee, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee, Subject Excellence in History Higher Level, Environmental Systems and Societies, and Mathematics Analysis and Approaches Standard Level. Nicholas Helushka, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee, Loyalty Awardee, Subject Excellence in Chemistry Higher Level, Physics Higher Level, Mathematics Analysis and Approaches Higher Level, and Biology. Rafa Rizki Araria, Rehana Chani Kurniawan, Ravel Iza Faleri, Rehan Arfaustia Robert, Rehan Fayaz Wijaksono, Subject Excellence in Economics Higher Level. Sharon Dorothy Simbolon. Theodora Danica Lincoln Lego. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates from the class of 12B. Congratulations.
It is my pride and honor to present to you the graduates of 12C. Abirama Sharif, Loyalty Awardee. Alaya Kalin Budiman. Alifia Ariasena, Subject Excellence Awardee in Visual Arts Higher Level. Atarik Rashad Humardani, Subject Excellence Awardee in Physics Standard Level. Azkia Razan Tujuanto. Carmelitha Michelle Nursalim, Loyalty Awardee. Cheryl Anbel. Dafa Alifindra Rabin. Edward Elkimo Lavica, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee, Loyalty Awardee, and Subject Excellence Awardee in Language Acquisition English Higher Level. Gaza Saleh Ali. Dimas Farkan. E. Diwagede Mahavishnu Devananda, Loyalty Awardee and Subject Excellence Awardee in Agama Hindu. Jason Santana Custon. John Vincent Patrick Estes, Best in Deportment, Loyalty Awardee, and Subject Excellence Awardee in Physical Health Education. Kalina Switchin Budiwarman, Loyalty Awardee, and Subject Excellence Awardee in Agama Buddhism. Lana Marjorie Tanya, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee, Loyalty Awardee, Subject Excellence Awardee in Language Acquisition Bahasa Indonesia Higher Level, Business Management Higher Level, Economics Standard Level, Mathematics Applications and Interpretations Standard Level, Agama Catholic, and Sociology. Mahandaradindra Putri Khalifa. Muhammad Azga Gunawan, Loyalty Awardee and Subject Excellence Awardee in History Standard Level. Naira Nazifa Jaya Negara, Outstanding Academic Distinction Awardee and Subject Excellence Awardee in Agama Muslim. R. Ayush Nair. Rehan Raditio, Loyalty Awardee. Salma Farah Salsabila, Subject Excellence Awardee in Kimia. Shan Ayman Raed. And City Ayasha Adya Siregar. Again, congratulations, class of 12C.
To deliver her commencement speech, we now call our Grand Mentari awardee, Naila Fazria Zaki. Let us give her a round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, teachers, parents, and most importantly, fellow batch members. I'll be honest in saying that the first words that I put in my Google Docs were, "Oh my God, this is really happening, please help me." There are simply no words that could ever describe this moment and this feeling. It's a confusing mix of happiness, excitement, sadness, relief, and anxiety all at once. Tonight especially feels so surreal because we've probably imagined this moment since we were little. Some of you may have been waiting for this moment. Some of you may have been dreading it, no shame there. And some of you might have thought that this moment wouldn't even happen, at least not offline, where we get to see each other face to face. It's definitely been a historic few years, to say the least. So let me be the first to tell you that we finally did it. Not only did we complete 12 years of compulsory education, but we did it while living through a global pandemic. The past 3 years have been filled with so much chaos and uncertainty, but really just take a moment to look at where we are now and how far we've come. We did it.
we persevered, and we should all be so proud of ourselves. Believe it or not, I joined MISJ 3 years ago as a 10th grader. I remember how insecure and scared I was when I was adjusting to my new life here. When I first met all of your big personalities, encountered the demanding amounts of schoolwork, and experienced a busy schedule full of school events and competitions. I felt like a very tiny fish in an extremely big pond. And I genuinely wondered if I was able to survive for 3 years here. Spoiler alert, I did. Because aside from all those intimidating things, I also remember the amazing energy that all of you have. How you guys were not only warm and welcoming, but also passionate and persevering. I remember the enthusiasm you had when we were organizing ATL Week together, one of the earliest memories I made here. I remember the pure school spirit of it all, the determination to make the event successful, the willingness to work together and come to school on the weekends, and the competitiveness to make it better than previous years. Shout out to Ayasha for leading the Haunted House Committee. But most of all, and most importantly, you guys just know how to have fun and enjoy the overall experience. Because seriously, where else are we gonna get something like this? And it is because of you that I learned how to simply enjoy the present and take things one day at a time. After I survived my first year, and just when I was getting excited for the next 2 years, guess what happened? Yeah. So instead of experiencing our high school years in the MISJ campus hallways and classrooms, we spent them in the comfort of our own bedrooms, kitchens, sometimes bathrooms. I've done all three. And instead of going to our 10th grade prom and moving up ceremony, we had assemblies on Zoom. My point is, our high school experience is truly one of a kind. And no offense to the parents, but it was definitely tougher than yours, so we have the right to complain. And while I'm grateful to still be able to say that high school is one of the best years of my life, despite getting COVID in the middle of exams, I know that the feeling may not be shared by everyone here. So to anyone who feels that way, I just want to say that it's completely okay. Live life at your own pace and don't feel too bad about not being as excited as everyone else. Don't rush your life trying to get to the best parts of it. I mean, come on, you've barely spent 2 decades alive. Just take a deep breath and calm down, because you're not missing out on anything. Take it slow. We're only 18. There is an entire lifetime ahead of us and many, many more memories to come. After tonight, we're going to be leaving as high school graduates, and I hate to say this, officially entering adulthood and venturing into the unknown. And let's be honest, it sounds scary and daunting, but in its own way, liberating. Personally, I don't feel qualified to give my own advice, and I hate telling people what to do, so I will instead give someone else's advice that I hope will help you in your journey. In life, you need to be like a sponge and soak in all of your experiences. Every success, every failure, every joy, and every heartbreak. Just take a moment to really squeeze it all in. Feel it, and then learn from it. Then when you're ready, squeeze it all out. Let go, and then move on with your life. Today won't always work out, and if it doesn't, there's always tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. Life is so much easier when you live it one day at a time and remember that nothing is permanent. I am so grateful to have spent the last 3 years with you, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. You guys are amazing, so let's give ourselves a big round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Naila. And now to deliver her address of gratitude, we now call our Director's Awardee, Tiara Nur Halima Priyotomo.
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, and friends. I am very honored to be standing here today to deliver a speech that I partially made while taking a shower. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this special day. But first and foremost, I would like to thank God for gathering us here today, all happy and excited to recognize the achievements of Batch 2022. But let us not forget the love and support of our dear parents, who tirelessly encouraged us to go beyond our comfort zones and stood beside us when times got tough. I personally would like to thank my parents, Mama and Papa. I'm very grateful to have you in my life and to have you as my parents. Thank you so much for patiently cheering for me, for believing in me, and for never, even for a second, doubt me. I would not have done it without the both of you. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting at our dining room table with my mom while doing my Bahasa coursework, and some of you may know how challenging Bahasa Langlet can be. So, out of nowhere, I started crying, but without any hesitation, my mom hugged me. She comforted me and made sure I knew that she would always be there for me, especially at my lowest. So again, to our parents, each and every one of you, we are here because of you. We hope that you are filled with pride and joy looking at us this very day. I know that senior year was very backbreaking for most of us, if not all of us. Well, all of us. We were swimming in a pool of schoolwork, and we were pushed to our limits. Most of us cried, isolated ourselves, while most of us procrastinated while watching our favorite shows. But it's all part of the journey we call high school, right? It was tough. No, it was very, very tough. Yet our teachers walked with us and helped us through our countless paper revisions and reassured us through numerous consultation sessions. So to you, our teachers, we express our heartfelt gratitude. Without any of you, without each and every one of you, we wouldn't have managed. No doubt that we could be annoying sometimes, especially when we ask questions repeatedly, even after you just discussed the details of the instructions. But we are very grateful for our teachers who never gave up on us, even if we almost lost the drive to thrive. And to our friends who are always beside us, who always have our backs, we really appreciate you. I especially want to thank my best friend, Talita, and my boyfriend, Prima, who never failed to cheer me up and motivate me. Thank you for always lending an ear, whether it's about school or another super unimportant drama. Indeed, you showed me that having amazing friends is one of life's rewards. And lastly, to my batchmates, congratulations for pushing through. Like Naya said, we finally did it. And we are finally graduating. It's crazy how we've spent most of our lives going to school, and now it's all over. Well, sort of. We still have university, but that's a topic for another day. Today is all about being present in the moment and celebrating successes. Today, we look back with gratitude and look ahead with hope and enthusiasm. Let us not be fearful of challenges. Our lives are ahead of us, so let's own it and live it intentionally. And to the class of 2022, Carpe Diem. Let's seize the day. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tiara. And now may we call Miss Win Young Ri, alumnus, MISJ's class of 2017, to lead the pledge of loyalty. Graduates, please rise.
As a graduate of Mentari International School, Jakarta. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. As a graduate of Mentari Intercultural School, Jakarta, I, Iwin Yong, as a member of the MISJ Alumni Association, hereby solemnly declare that I will discharge faithfully the responsibilities of membership in this organization. In particular, I will do anything in my power to promote academic and values excellence, to encourage and cultivate the 7 Mentari traits: morally upright, engaging communicator, never too busy to lend a helping hand, tech savvy, able leader, responsible citizen, innovator and problem solver among fellow alumni and alumnae, who will always strive to be an agent of good and beneficial change to society to the best of my knowledge and ability. So help me God.
Thank you, Ms. Minyang. Good to see you again. Now let us listen to the graduates as they sing their graduation song.
Kidneys. Friends aren't back, I'm getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And
I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to bubble to your dreams and sorry things. You're holding my apologies, you know. I'm trying not to take it back. By the time the bar closes
and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home
tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight, we are young, so
Thank you so much, graduates. Now, as we seal the celebration of success, may I request the chairman of the board of Yayasan Perkembangan Anak Indonesia, Ibu Afi Shamara, to give the benediction. Graduates, please rise.
May God's blessing be with you all as you open new chapters of the book of life. May you walk safely along the pathways of your new journeys. May you always cherish the wonderful memories you had in your alma mater. May His gentle hand guide the decisions you will make and the passions that you follow as you realize your dreams. May your hearts and lives always reflect His love and truth, and may hope be the light within you that you may carry into each new day. Amen. Congratulations, MISJ class of 2021. Oh, 22. I'm sorry, 2022.
Thank you, Ibu Afi. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let us give our graduates a big round of applause.
Graduates, please be seated for some reminders. Graduates, you may take your photos with your family at the photo booths at the back right side. Right side. For those who can, please surrender your toga and claim your documents to the person in charge before you leave today. You may claim that one on the back left side. Graduates, please do not forget to get and bring your photo frames home. After the ceremony, graduates should claim their food and souvenir, and also the ijazah or diploma near the photo booth area. On behalf of the Yayasan Perkembangan Anak Indonesia, administrators, faculty, and staff of Mentari Intercultural School Jakarta, we would like to express our sincerest gratitude to all of you who have made this event truly a memorable one and for all. Graduates, please rise and face the audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of class 2022.
And that is the end of our program. A pleasant evening to everyone.
Congratulations, graduates. Thank you, parents and guests. Thank you to our Yayasan ladies and administrators. Have a good evening, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we request to to everyone to vacate the field by 7 p.m. Thank you very much. One more time. May we request ladies and gentlemen to vacate the field by 7 p.m. Thank you.
May we request the faculty to please come up here near the stage for some photos. Once again, may we request the faculty of grades 11 and 12 for some photos in front of the stage. Pagreg, admin, may we request the members of the administration to come near the stage, in front of the stage, for some photo opportunity. Members of the administration, may we request you to come in front of the stage for some photos. Matthew is here already. Matthew, please come near the stage. Miss Needy, Ibu Tias, Ibu Elena, Papa Albert, let's take some photos for this memorable graduation. May we request our official photographer to take us some photos. May we request our official photographer, our multimedia team. Okay. May we ask Miss Meos to take the photo, please? There he is. Okay. Ayun na. Smile. Mask off, just for photos. Finger heart. Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Now, may we request the faculty of grades 11 and 12 to please come near the stage, in front of the stage, for some photos. Miss Meos, kindly help us take a photo of our faculty. Thank you so much. May I also take some photo with the Yayasan also? I will take them.
faculty, let's take some photos. Boy, wait for me.